Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, mini Motorways. Let's go to Mumbai for today's daily challenge where Motorways will require road tiles, which is unfortunate, but we do get double road tiles. So that's, something. I was treating this little tiny patch of grass as if it was Central Park in New York, like you just could not go through it. And then I realized, wait a second. That's wrong. So we fixed it. Oh, it is the most Mondayest Tuesday in the world. Specifically, it is the Tuesday after a long weekend. It was, yesterday was such a Sunday feeling Monday. I noticed at noon that a scheduled Bluesky post went up promoting the new Dragon Age video, and I had the thought, wait a second, I must have misscheduled that post because today's Spider-Man Day was not Spider-Man Day. It was Dragon Age Day because it was Monday. I only realized this after I had deleted the Bluesky post and went through and just made sure that I had everything scheduled right. So, good job, Goog. By the way, you do know that there are series other than Gimmim on the YouTubes, right? Of course you do. You're smart people. I trust you. Let's take 2 traffic lights. Had a busy and productive weekend. I have been working with our dear friend Parlor Ghost on a new suite of graphics for the channel. And last week, Ghosty showed me the finished product, and I'm just over the moon. I'm so fucking happy. Let us we'll take a look at the new starting soon screen for those watching on YouTube who didn't see it on Twitch this morning. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But first, let's talk a little bit about this week's stream schedule, shall we? Hold on. I have to resize this image so it doesn't look like garbo crap. There we go. Significantly not garbo crap. So a brand new look, a brand new package of graphics. We'll take this yellow house and toss it over here to service that train station. It'll be fine. And it should be noted, some brand new games on the stream schedule. First of all, it's an abbreviated schedule this week. Work is being work, so tomorrow and Friday we are unable. This is 2 traffic lights. We're going to take a roundabout instead of it. Tomorrow and Friday, we are unable. Thanks for not streaming on the days Sunny works. That's it. Sunny's working, so it's like, let's not bother streaming. It's not actually true. I'm working. So, anyway. But, additionally, you will notice that Cyberpunk 2077 has been declared the winner of the new Tuesday game poll. It was close for a minute, and then it started being not close, and then it got less close, and then it was like, hey, I've got these new graphics, and the poll's not close. Let's go ahead and declare us a winner. So tonight, not even tomorrow night, I'm still thinking that it's the Mondayest Tuesday in the world. God. Title of the episode, the Mondayest Tuesday in the world. That's what today is. Tonight, we will be live with Cyberpunk 2077, and there is another new game on the poll, that being Tracastrophe. Tracastrophe is a game by Kinoko Studio. They are a lovely little Belgian independent game studio. They are rolling out a demo for Tracastrophe as part of, I believe it's called the Cerebral Game Showcase. Let me double check that. One moment, I don't want to tell people the wrong thing. The Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. We'll take a motorway here and 20 road tiles to go with it. That will be lovely. So Tracastrophe is a nice looking little independent game. There's a trailer for that up on YouTube, and we will be checking out the demo when it goes live. Well, not the moment it goes live, but it goes live Thursday. We will be checking out the demo this Thursday evening as well. And that's all lovely. And again, just graphically, oh my god, that's so good. Like, I'm not a good enough streamer to have graphics this good. What the hell did I do to deserve a friend like Parlor Ghost? Am I right? I think I'm right. Okay, let's deal with these pinks for a moment. This one is going to go over here. This is a circle. It needs additional support. We'll toss this pink down here just to support from the north. And now we have this train station going on. And this train station is, a bit of a problem. Just like a bit of a problem, but it'll probably be, I'm not going to lie, it's not going to be great. Let's take a bridge and 40 road tiles. We do actually need to get some greens over here. You know what? We can just extend this road, I think, at least for now. Like, this is not going to be a huge deal, I don't think. Could be wrong about stuff, but we also have the problem of this business. Well, actually, we just got this green to spawn right here, so maybe you two can go up that way, service that. I was going to do something kind of ridiculous with traffic lights and such, but I don't think we need to do that. Like, maybe it would be better to have something from here that goes off there-ishly and do a PCTL right here. That would probably actually be better for this road right here. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. It'll be fine. This light will basically always be green, and that's basically always going to be fine. So we'll continue in this manner. Purple's come along this way. So we've seen the new schedule graphic. While everything is generally okay, let's take a few seconds here and check out the brandy new starting soon screen, because just, oh my god. It's so good, right? It's so good. I can't get over how good it is. I cannot get over how fucking good it looks. Oh, Parlor Ghost did a good job. Parlor Ghost is good at this, in case you haven't noticed, in case you weren't already aware, in case you had not recently visited tinyurl.com/ghostbubble. And if you were to visit tinyurl.com/ghostbubble, you would in fact be reminded that Parlor Ghost is good and cool at life and art, basically. It's a true fact. Alright, enough gushing. Let's talk mini motorways, I suppose. We've got these pinks going over here. This has just gone circular, which, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's also not really the worst. Like, we've got 4 houses here. You're basically entirely dependent on, or devoted to serving this, so I don't particularly mind that. I do particularly mind that we can't build road around here. Like, the eastern border of the map is 2 tiles too far west. But, oh well. We do... Oh, actually, we don't have a bridge. Well, let's fix that, shall we? Hey, we actually got a chance to fix that. Cool. I don't think the map's going to expand any further east either. I think we've already hit pretty much our maximum here. So, oh, hi. Not a fan of that. Why would you do that? You jerk. Alright, let's take you, run you down this way. That will probably be fine. This purple bridge can be refined with the addition of this second house, just as soon as this car here gets back up that way. You come back here. Purple bridge, straight down there. Cool. You are a 4th pink house for this pink circle. That's fine. You are a 2nd yellow house for this yellow. That's good. You are amazing. I was just going to say that this business here is actually kind of a problem, but the addition of this yellow house means that it is no longer a difficulty. I could put a traffic light here, and this would actually be perfectly cromulent. I do kind of think that's the play. Oh, hi there, Orange. You're bad. Well, I mean, you're very far away from where you're supposed to go, but with the benefit of a motorway and 35 road tiles, good lord. That's a lengthy road, fella. But, you know, it's not like we don't have it, so... We'll take one big girthy motorway. sorry, is Big Gerthy Motorway now the title of the episode? That was grosser than I hoped it would be. All right, let's see here. This purple can come down this way, service this business. That'll be cool. You swoop in that away. This pink train station is presently unattended. Not great. Let's steal this pink house from this business, and we'll replace it. So now we still have 3 going down here, but we've added a couple to go over here, support this. And we have this going on right here. That is all cool and good. We'll take a pair of traffic lights. And when I wasn't looking, we got a couple of purple houses to spawn up here. Another purple house spawns down there-ishly. All right, you come in here. Listen, buddy, if you, right here, this particular minty greenhouse right here, if you wanted to go circular, that would be fine. I think we would be okay with that. Not necessarily the greatest thing in the history of the world or nothing, but I think it would generally be okay. So broadly speaking, this traffic light here is doing what I intended it to do. It's letting the yellows move pretty much however they want. Unfortunately, we still have an issue just with delivery. I don't know if it's I think the combination of the length, this intersection here, and let's take a bridge. A Forgotten Donut is here. Good morning, a Forgotten Donut. Or good afternoon to you because you're in Australia? Is that right? That sounds right. It's been a minute, Donut. How are you doing? A Forgotten Donut says that not naming the episode Big Gerthy Motorway is coward shit. It would be terrible for the SEO, but do I care about that, or do I care about the integrity of the funny? And listen, you're right.
Good evening. About 9 p.m.
Good evening, a Forgotten Donut. 12 months, a full calendar year in the Goog troop for a Forgotten Donut, hitting us with the Twitch gaming, or Prime, it's Prime Gaming, right? That's what Amazon calls it. The Prime Gaming sub. Hey, let's draw this purple road here so that this purple business doesn't purple die. That would be purple good, probably. All right, Big Gerthy Motorway is indeed title of the episode. 12 months in the Goog troop for a Forgotten Donut. Let us, we'll take a roundabout here. And hey, since we have, we'll say that this is a gentle reminder to celebrate the brand new graphics package and not just a thing to do for things. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming, and with your Prime Gaming subscription, every single month, you are entitled, not necessarily required or nothing, but certainly entitled to subscribe to a Twitch channel of your choice for the low price of $0 additional dollars. I'm not saying it's worth signing up for Amazon Prime or nothing, but if you have it, you might as well use it. Listen, it's money that would be going to Jeff Bezos and also the other investors in Amazon, of which there are many, and instead should be going to a Twitch streamer who does not necessarily have to be the _Goog, but listen, at the moment you are presently hearing the voice of the _Goog, and a Forgotten Donut has a good point in that subscribing to the _Goog is both cool and good. These are factual statements. These are true things. I suppose there are also value judgments that cannot be objectively measured, and if they were, I would be biased, and you should not necessarily take my statement as absolute declaration of law. On the other hand, fuck that. So, have you considered that, Mr. Big Dumb Smarty Pants? No, you have not. So, wait a second. I started this as a gentle reminder that people could give me money if they wanted, and I ended it by calling them Big Dumb Smarty Pantses, which is both oxymoronic and antithetical to business. Huh. Might have needed to think that through a little bit further. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you to A Forgotten Donut for 12 months in the Goog Troop, a once again full and complete calendar year of being able to drop all of the lovely Tier 1 emotes which you see on your screen right now. Yes. Not the ghost emotes, though. That's for Tier 2. There's a Tier 2 emote. You got that? I do this thing. I make an emphatic statement and I point at the webcam. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm wearing a dirty t-shirt and I haven't shaved in 5 days. So you can't see me right now. But still. Anyway. So we got to do something about this yellow business, like now. This yellow house here is trying to help in the sense that it's cutting through here and jumping down that away, which is a thing that a house can do, I suppose. There are very few laws against it. I don't love that, though. So, you know. We've also got these two yellows here, and you know what would help these two yellows get over here is a truly ridiculous pair of traffic lights. So, let's do this, and then, do I want a truly ridiculous pair of traffic lights, or do I want a roundabout? I think I want a roundabout. Because if I bring this road in up here, that would be a terrible traffic light because they'd have to turn left. And if I bring this down here, actually there's no reason not to bring it down here. So if we bring this down here, we can do this, which looks silly. I will concede. It does look silly. However, we would then benefit by getting rid of that traffic light to stop yellows from turning left out of here against a light. So we're probably still doomed, but at least we've added more cars to the situation. It's kind of the American traffic ethos, I think. We're probably still doomed, but at least we have more cars. That sounds about right. Let's run pink down to here. And if we need it, we also have this pink. But I don't necessarily know that we'll need it. You pink can come up here, glom onto that circle. You get over to here. A Forgotten Donut would like us to issue a public service announcement. The following public service announcement has been brought to you by A Forgotten Donut. J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter books and other somehow worse books, is a TERF. Not the kind of person you'd want a person to be. In fact, one might argue, a bad kind of person for a person to be is Mrs. Rowling. I believe she's married. I don't know. Would you believe it? I don't go deeply prying into people's personal lives. Joe. Wait. I have a friend named Joe. I probably shouldn't very angrily state. Anyway. The point is, fuck J.K. Rowling. In a related statement, fuck TERFs. In a third related statement, don't fucking pay money for anything with Harry fucking Potter's fucking name on it. Fuckers. I didn't have a good end to that sentence. I could have just ended the sentence, but nonsense. All right. What are we going to do about this yellow business other than whine? And God, whining sounds like a good thing to do. All right. You come over to here and do this. What we're going to do is we're going to have these pinks just avoid the whole situation with a bridge. I could have them avoid the whole situation by swinging down here. And on the one hand, they'd be dealing with two businesses. On the other hand, it would save me the bridge. It's probably fine. Anyway, we've also got, by the way, this yellow needs to point up here because you yellows are going to go over to here. You yellows are going over to here as opposed to you Yevon, who's the ostensible final boss of Final Fantasy X, but is actually a chump. There's a difference there. These two yellows are going to hop motorway number 3, jump in that away, and off you go. I made that same joke in a Baldur's Gate 3 video that I was editing, but I'm so far ahead on Baldur's Gate 3 videos that I don't think that video releases for another 3 weeks. However, I have edited the last of the Baldur's Gate 3 videos, So, if you were wondering just how much of that series was left, you remember that game that we played for a year but stopped playing in February? Yeah, the last of the Baldur's Gate 3 videos is coming out in the middle of June. A friend of a Forgotten Donuts got a Death Eater tattoo in the year 2020. I'm sorry. At any point, Donut. By the way, this yellow business is actually kind of doom-fucked. Hold on. Sorry. I was going to dunk on your hopefully former friend, and I will in a moment. But a person you once and perhaps still call a friend got a tattoo of the Death Eater symbol in the year 2025. I'm very confused. I mean, it's not confusion. It's not confusion so much as just, oh, this person is a Nazi. Or, at best, listen. Here's the most generous interpretation I can think of for this person. They are, one, exceedingly ignorant. We're trying to be generous. They are dangerously ignorant. And very horny for Draco Malfoy. So, maybe it's very horny for Severus Snape, but I think if you were very horny for Severus Snape, you would know better than to actually do the Death Eater tattoo. But it could be very horny for Alan Rickman, which, I mean, very horny for Alan Rickman would also be a good title for the episode. But 1,589 passengers over a number of days that I've already forgotten sure is a score. It is top 20% in the world. It is better than our dear friend Samurai Sam. Let us drop those slams in the chat. I think very horny for Alan Rickman would be good for the SEO. I think that would end well for me. But the weirdest thing is that this is one of the most left-leaning people you know. They believe in, there's a certain, death of the author does not mean I can enjoy this work without considering how the author's political beliefs might have informed the work or what the work might be saying. It doesn't really mean that. It means, I can say Moby Dick's about gay sex and Herman Melville can't stop me. Oh, that's right. I need GGs, not slams. I forgot my own rules. Damn it. I'm so used to dropping the samurai slams. We hit this button. You know, this one, the one that says I did a good job. Well done, Goog. We hit that button when we achieve victory over our dear friend Sam. That's what happens. I know things, sort of, eventually. Yeah, listen. Any sort of Harry Potter tattoo is a choice that a person can make, right? It is a choice, and listen, whenever we say that something's a choice, we mean, wow, that's not a fucking choice. I would have fucking made you fucking dumbass. And yes, a Harry Potter tattoo in the year of our anytime, well, for me personally, any tattoo, but a Harry Potter tattoo in 2025 is a choice. But I'm sure there are Harry Potter tattoos one could theoretically get. You could get a lightning bolt because you enjoy Harry Potter, the story of the rich kid who grew up to be a cop and stayed in his hometown for the rest of his life and married his best friend's sister. And okay, that could be for you. Or you could get the symbol of House Ravenclaw, which is the smarty, cocky, nerdy people, or the triangle thing. There's a triangle with a circle and a wand in it. I don't know. That might be legitimate witchcraft thing. Which, hold on, I just said legitimate witchcraft. Which, I don't want to name names because I'm gonna get in trouble if I do. But I have many friends who are into what would reasonably be called legitimate witchcraft, and it's But You could get the triangle thing. You could get a little a thing that says like a moon and well, probably not a wormtail. Wormtail turned out to be bad, but you could get like a stag's paw print or something. Wait, stags have hooves. My point is, there are tattoos a person could get, right? There are theoretically tattoos a person could get that convey the message, I like Harry Potter, but might not be the worst human. And, okay. Like, I disagree, but okay. This person, Donut, this person did not do that. This person got the one for wizard Nazis. And listen, I'm sure that if Ms. Rowling was writing the books today, everyone in the wizard Nazis would be trans or something because they're bad. But even J.K. Rowling at the time knew that Nazis were bad and made a not so subtle allegory. And this friend of yours decided that that would be the thing. It's not even like, it's like if someone gets a Punisher skull tattoo, right? If someone gets a Punisher skull tattoo in 2025, you look askance at that person. Because the Punisher skull is a thing that was used that represented a character who was, for the most part, presented as a decent person, or at least a person you should root for and support, and was then appropriated, right? Incidentally, tangent, it's amazing how Disney has copyright lawyers that can go after daycares painting Mickey Mouse on their walls, but they can't figure out how to go after every police squad in the entire country putting a Punisher skull with a thin blue line on it on their cars. It's weird how that happens, but I digress. The Punisher skull has been appropriated by some of the worst humans in the world. Note previous discussion of police squads. So, it's one thing to get a Punisher skull tattoo, which was like, it symbolizes a good thing, but, well, the Punisher, but it symbolizes a heroic character, sort of, and was then appropriated by shitbags who don't understand it. It's another thing to get a tattoo of the bad guys. Like, just because J.K. Rowling is bad doesn't mean the people she wrote as bad guys are good. You can't double reverse logic yourself into being okay with the wizard Nazis. They're still the wizard Nazis, is the thing. They're still the wizard Nazis. Also a decent title for the episode. Let's play Wordle, shall we? It could be flank. There's absolutely nothing, aside from the recently discovered knowledge that none of the letters in the word flank are in the word, that means that the Wordle cannot be flank. It could be prime. A Forgotten Donut came in with a Prime Gaming sub earlier today. After all, it is not Prime, but in the moment it could have been. So, I don't even know if this is an acceptable word, but one of the very few cyberpunk terms I know is corpo, and you can do that. No, I disagree with J.K. Rowling, so I guess I like the Death Eaters now. Is not good logic, Donut. It's not. No. The only thing Death Eaters were ever right about is that they should have killed Severus Snape a long time sooner. But listen, here's the thing. It's unfortunate. As a person who has read all 7 Harry Potter books and watched, I think at this point I've seen all 7 of the Harry Potter movies. Wait, there are 8 movies. I've probably in bits and pieces seen the 6th and 7th and 7th and a half movies. I know entirely too much about Harry Potter, and I have opinions about the world that go beyond this author is a bad person. And at the same time, it's like nobody cares. It's lost knowledge. It's useless to me. I don't care what this bot says about cheap viewers on Stream Boo. God. Alright. Deny that blocked term. We'll ban that shitty bot. Anyway. Don't get a fucking wizard Nazi tattoo. How about that? What is this Wordle? It could be burps. I mean, aside from the fact that that's a plural version of a 4-letter word, there's nothing saying it can't be, but we've learned nothing. Well, that's not true. We've learned there's an S, and we have additional yellow placements. Okay. So, it can't be spurt because there's no U. It can't be spire. Could it be sport? It could be sport, right? There's nothing saying it's not sport. It could in fact be sport. In fact, it could be sport to the point where it just is sport. How about that? All right. Now let us time guesser. Hello, time guesser. All right. So this is our dear friend Barack. This is fairly salt and pepper, but not gray Barack. So I'm thinking that this is Barack Obama voting in the 2012 presidential election. And my only question is, did he vote in D.C. or did he go back to Chicago? I think he probably went to Chicago. Like, if I had to guess, there's nothing here that gives it away one way or the other. I could split the difference. That would be a coward's play. How's that for a fucking coward's play? If I can't decide between Chicago and Washington, D.C., I just drop a pin in, like, I don't know, what is this, Lima, Ohio? I drop a pin in Loudonville. I just split the difference, drop a pin in Loudonville, Ohio, and take the half L. That is coward shit. We're going to Chicago. I almost pulled back and retreated and went to D.C. We're going to Chicago. It's 2012. I'm going to be so mad when it turns out that this was D.C. in 2016. It was Chicago in 2012. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Hi there, folks. That vaguely reminds me of the Taj Mahal. I don't think I've ever seen that particular angle of the Taj Mahal. Listen, anyone who knows the Goog would know that coward is maybe not the first word. Like, I'm not so self-deprecating this day that I would say it's the first word to describe the underscore Goog. A person who cannot consistently pronounce the word is a decent descriptor as well. But I don't think it's it would be also a bit of a stretch to say that the underscore Goog is not a coward. Y'all mean, you know what I mean? All right. So actually, is this the... No, I don't think it is. But... All right, we got a whole bunch of dudes in similar hats. Okay. I mean, that could be the Taj Mahal. Theoretically. I don't know that there are this many trees around it. I've only seen, like, pictures from one angle is the thing. So... It could be the back end of that building. But it could also just be... Not that. Good voice? Yeah, reasonably. Good at word? Sometimes. Coward? Yeah, probably. Hasn't shaved in a while? True. Still handsome? Yeah, I don't know about that one, Donut, but thank you. Let's see here. What are we doing here? Like, seriously, what's the answer? There's nothing here to give this away other than the fact that I think it sort of looks like the Taj Mahal. I said thank you after saying that the compliment was inaccurate, so maybe that's not actually taking a All right. Yeah, fuck it. I'm either right or I'm wrong. And listen, I'm probably wrong, but I might not be wrong. It's entirely possible that I'm not wrong. Now, follow-up question that I should have considered at, like, some point. I'm going to draw a circle that contains the Taj Mahal, And then I think it's near New Delhi. I think it's near New Delhi. I could be wrong about that. Listen, I could very easily be very wrong about stuff, but I would think it would be marked on the map at this point if it was like here. Hey friends, dearest friends whose opinions I trust and would never ever say is wrong, even if they're saying nice things about me. Where's the Taj Mahal? It's around here somewhere, right? It's like, oh boy, Agra. Okay, that. I mean, it's helpful information in certain contexts. The context being if I see a dot with the word Agra next. Haha! I found a dot with the word Agra next to it. Thank you, Shotgun Splicer. See, we're totally helpful and accurate and knowledgeable about things. All right, Agra, you're a aha. More like Ahagra. Nah, but there we go. All right. So if we're thinking that this is, it could be somewhere between Washington, D.C. and Chicago. Oh, you think it's in Loudonville, Ohio? Do ya? All right, fine. We're going to drop a pin here in the Garden of Khan-e-Alam, and that'll probably be fine. I don't know if that was the dude whose middle initial is A, or if that was like as in like of or something. I don't know. As to the when of this, man, fuck, I don't know. 1924? Spent too long on this photo already. We were in 1919, and it was just ever so slightly further away from the Taj Mahal than I gave it credit for, given that it was, in fact, Turkey. So, okay. Next. Okay, we have a fairly nondescript office building. This clock indicator here is interesting. You're showing military time, and you have an interesting way of spelling Singapore, which indicates to me that this probably is not in the United States. My first thought is that we might be right here in Zurich, because that's usually what they do with like these clock things that show the times in all sorts of parts of the world. It's like, here's how that compares to other important places, right? So here's here means here's Zurich, means maybe we're in Zurich? I don't know. Could be double reverse logicking myself here. This dude has flyers with Chinese? I think that's Chinese. It might be Japanese. But there's also English lettering there. He also has, dear God, I'm sorry. I had not fully appreciated this faux hawk mullet combination that this guy's got going on. I'm sorry, is this an independent wrestler who was brought in for a stock photo? Like, my guy looks like a security guard at AEW, okay? Shotgun Splicer noticed, hold on. You noticed these flags here. You know what? The British flags, the Chinese text, maybe we're in Hong Kong. We could be in Hong Kong. This could be like Hong Kong when it was controlled by Great Britain, which would have been like before 1997. So this could be like, this dude is Marty Jannetty. I mean, you're not wrong. You're very much not wrong. I kind of don't hate, like, just pick an office building in Hong Kong and say that it's 1992. This could be Hong Kong 1992. Oh, this little stuff here, we are way too early for these to be QR codes, so, yeah. Yeah, this could be, yeah. We're going to pick an office building in Hong Kong in, man, every time I want to say the year, I want to deduct 2 more years. 1986? 86 might be going too far back. 88? How do we feel about Hong Kong 1988? Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. Let's, I remember it's around here somewhere. There it is. All right, so we're just gonna pick an office building in Hong Kong in 1988. We are, in fact, let's say, there's a bank tower right there, so boop. Could have been 1992. I mean, yeah, like these terminals here. Like, I had a computer in my house when I was growing up that was basically shaped like this, and that computer was from 1984. So, I feel like 92 is a little too modern. Maybe. Now I want to split the difference, call it 1990. It was 1992. God damn it. Also, we're in Switzerland because the clock said Zurich. Fuck! I talked myself into both of the correct answers and then talked myself out of it. We're in Switzerland, which I knew because the clock said Zurich. Okay. Next, we have a haberdashery. We also have Frank's Quality Fruit. Okay. The Duke is coming. Oh boy. Sorry, is that all right. Are you telling people to fear the wrath of an inspecting nobleman, or are you advertising a John Wayne movie? Which is it? All right, so we're probably maybe in Great Britain of some kind. Oh, hold on. What is this license? New South Wales. Fuck you, Australia. Posing as England and also the United States at the same time forever. No offense, a forgotten donut, but come on. So we're in Australia, specifically New South Wales, probably. Someone needs to poop real bad. That's also possible. Yes, absolutely. All right. Do we have like a city indicator or a street signage or anything? No? Okay. So this is New South Wales, and the year is 40? 35? New South Wales, 1935? Okay. I got you. You're not wrong. All right, so New South Wales is this one, right? Okay. And New South Wales is the one that has Sydney in it? Man, that's a problem. Because, like, there are 6 places in Australia where people live, and New South Wales has 3 of them. So, all right, fine. Let's just say we're in Sydney, specifically there. And the year is 1936. Okay. 6 miles. Good job, Goog. Well done. Round 5. All right, so we've got what at first glance appears to be a Lego Eiffel Tower and departure from Tokyo. I mean, I feel decently then about this being an airport in Tokyo. We're aware of Doctor Who. There are things. I personally am not a fan, but, I know what a TARDIS is. It's bigger on the inside. Let's see here. Also, as a person who has a Law and Order job specifically for whenever anyone, including the streamer, needs to be put in horny jail, we can say things such as Jenna Coleman and Karen Gillan. And sometimes in the clips I see on TikTok and or YouTube shorts, Alex Kingston, etc. Anyway, so yeah, if we're departing on a plane from Tokyo, it really narrows down our options here. Now the question is this a real-ass actual airport or a fucking, Legoland roleplay bullshit? I don't think it's Legoland roleplay bullshit, given this person appears to be toting actual luggage. So, this is just a weird-ass airport. Why is there a Lego Eiffel Tower in the middle of Tokyo's airport? I mean, I'm not going to say it seems out of place, but... okay. Tokyo is weird. Airports are weird. Listen, if I had an airport that had space for a big open circular area with nothing to do in the middle of it, I'd probably put a fancily illuminated Lego Eiffel Tower. It could be Switzerland. It could be. I don't see any clocks that say Zurich, though, so I think we're all right. I should split the difference. Yeah, well, the problem is there are like 8 airports in Tokyo, probably, so we're going to pick one, and we might or might not be right. But we're going to say we're at Haneda. Where specifically? Wonderful question. Here, we'll just stick a thing right in the middle of the thing. It sounds fine. Gonna go well. Are you also part of the airport? Are you like a gathering place? See, the thing is, airports are fucking enormous. But, yeah, okay. When was this photo taken is an important question as well. Good question. Probably this century. Doesn't help narrow it down that much. We've been like a quarter of the way through this century. Wait. What do you say? Fashion brand sale. Okay. Good. So they're selling fashion brands, which, hey, they come cheap. Was hoping for like a holiday thing or... Well, you've got like free charging stations here. That's relatively modern-ish. And I don't see like masks or nothing. Not too many, certainly not everybody. So it's either very, very recent or like a decade ago at this point. Yeah, there's a lot of signage in English, and apparently that makes sense because this is the Arrivals from London terminal. You can buy a cheesy-looking wrestling title. That's nice. Although, given that it's surrounded by boxing gloves and other memorabilia, it's probably marketed as a boxing title. Anyway. Yeah, we're at Haneda Airport in 2022. We were, in fact, in a shopping mall in Bangkok. Yep. It's the theme. This is the Tokyo floor. That's the London floor. And then you have... Okay. Look at all of these ridiculous lines. Look at these ridiculous lines. It's not... Okay. All right. Fine. For today's Immaculate Grid. I was about to end the episode and then I realized, oh wait, there are more things. For today's Immaculate Grid, we need Pirates and Red Sox and Giants and dudes what had 2,000 hits and dudes what made all-star teams and dudes what had 40 or more wins above replacement. A San Francisco Giant who had 40 or more wins above replacement in his career is Carlos Beltran. A Boston Red Sox player who was an all-star is Marcus Lynn Betts. Imagine if you had Mookie Betts on your team and then decided, actually, let's not. A Red Sox player who amassed 2,000 hits over the course of his playing career is Ricky Henderson. I was going to say Ellis Burks, and he probably got there, but Ricky Henderson also definitely did. Dude who played for the Red Sox and the Giants is Marco Scudero. Pittsburgh Pirate who was an all-star is Jason Bay. A Pittsburgh Pirate who had 2,000 hits is Name a Historically Great Pittsburgh Pirate. People go with Roberto Clemente. A dude who had 2,000 hits and 40 or more wins above replacement over the course of his career is George Herman Ruth. He was fairly decent at the sport, wouldn't you know it? And a dude who made an all-star team while amassing 40 or more wins is Zach Greinke? Zach Greinke got to 40 WAR, didn't he? He must have. Yeah, Zach Greinke's like borderline Hall of Famer. So, Zach Greinke, all-star, 40 WAR career, damn fine baseball player. Could probably pitch decently today, just done wanna. And also, I did say could probably and decently in those sentences. He is old. He is like 40 or something, so, he might just be cooked. He could just be cooked. Sadly, we must name, well, I was going to say sadly we must name a giant and a pirate here. And then I remembered that Barry Bonds existed. It still exists. Factual statement. Live, live, loving human. Or something like that. Anyway, Barry Bonds is a dude who played for the Giants and Pirates. That is an immaculate grid. And folks, that will bring us to the end of today's episode of Good Morning Mini Motorways. A Forgotten Donut says listening to the Goog talk about American baseball is the closest he can get to understanding what his fiance hears when he gets excited that the sad cowboy is going to save the belt from the bald man who keeps it in a briefcase. I hope, Donut, that the sad cowboy saves the belt from the bald man and his briefcase. However, have you considered the possibility that the sad cowboy is not going to rescue the belt, and instead, the belt is being saved for Kickflips McGee? I think it's entirely possible, given that this was the story they were telling when the bald man took the belt in the first place, that the plan is for the belt to be saved by Kickflips McGee. The skinny skeleton man, he made it to the top of the mountain, and he's working his way down. And I'm just saying, it's entirely possible, and I can't do this entire possibility in metaphor, so we're just going to lay out my thought here. They could do another Casino Gauntlet match at All In, and Darby Allin could win that aforementioned Casino Gauntlet match, and Darby Allin could just take the title off of Jon Moxley at All Out or something. That's a thing that could happen. I personally don't think that's a thing that should happen, because, it took WWE 16 tries to have the thought, hey, maybe we should have a heel win the main event of WrestleMania, and that was a dumb thought. So I would like to think that AEW won't think, hey, maybe we should have a heel win the main event of All In until, ever, but, not now. I'd like to think that Hangman's just winning the belt at All In. Hangman should just win the belt at All In. But, it's entirely possible that Hangman's not winning the belt, and the plan is for Darby to win the belt. And listen, I love Darby, but Hangman should just win the belt at All In. Thank you for watching Good Morning Mini Motorways. Our schedule, one more time, is all sorts of screwy and iffy, but the graphics look nice, which is something. We will be back later this evening for Cyberpunk 2077, and then again Thursday morning for Gimmimimim before previewing Trekastrophe Thursday evening. Thank you all for watching, folks. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.